Welcome to Beyond Obvious. First of all, let me wish you all a very happy 2021. 2020 had been very challenging. Let us hope that 2021 brings in all that you wished for the last year and much more. So we have now come to the fourth installment of our video series Sales and Marketing, the Success Mantra. In this series, we are going to handle a more important topic called the power of persuasion. So let's jump in. Influence is a compass and persuasion is its map. Joseph Wong said these sentences, and these sentences strongly highlight the role of sales and marketing in every organization. Every customer yearns to feel important, and in this case it highlights the sales and marketing's importance again. Persuasion is the key. We are now discussing a very interesting technique which the sales and marketing teams should master to have effective results. This technique initially seems very complicated, but believe me, it's not. We have seen sales and marketing people lose their cool too early to have followed this technique effectively to get results. To simplify this, I have put down 5 steps which, when followed by sales and marketing team, can use the power of persuasion to nail the deals. So let's begin. The first and the most important aspect to the power of persuasion is being precise. It's utmostly important that you're very specific about the information that you're talking to with the customers and how it relates to them. In fact, you have to emphasize on the customer's needs. You have to drive home the point that your products or services are the ultimate solution to his problems. Give him a demo. Make him visit your workshop or setups. Show him your expertise. Let him talk to the experts in your organization. In short, build confidence. Make him feel cared about. Make him feel important. Let him know that your organization cares about the customers and their opinions. Once you start sensing this comfort in his behavior and his communication with you, you can be assured that you are on his priority list. Now what you have to do is climb the ladder to the top. Remember a TV salesperson who, when you walk into the showroom, keeps on following you unless you have given him the specifications of what you're actually looking at, what kind of TV you want to buy. It's just the same. So let's get into the step 2 now. Step 2 is Ascent To It. Out of sight is out of mind. We've heard this many times and it holds true in all walks of life. If a sales and marketing person is not frequent at the customer end, it is unlikely that he will be considered as a priority. Of course, it depends on the business profile, but it normally is like this. All customers tend to take your services and organization for granted. It is very important to keep on pushing forth the value that you create for them in all the informal chats regularly. You should always emphasize on following. What is your company doing to make their products more user-friendly or more technologically advanced? How this new product launch is going to propel your company into the next big league? The tangible and intangible benefits of your visit to the customer plans and the suggestions that you gave. All of these things will help build a rapport. This is for your regular customers. Now for the new customers, always keep the emails going. The flow of information should be constant without making it monotonous or irritating. The sales and marketing person should always be in front of the customer, to whom he is persuading to give him a chance or to accept him as a retained supplier. Familiarity builds acceptance. The more familiar you are, the more he'll accept you as a supplier. Do we all not tend to buy those credit cards or loans because somebody is following up with you regularly? It's just the same. So let's move on to step 3. The third step is the most essential step of this technique. I call it Befriend. The sales and marketing person should have a very strong interpersonal relation with all the stakeholders at the customer. You should have such strong hold that all the information naturally flows to you first. Now, to achieve this, the office atmosphere or office decorum is normally a hindrance, but this can be very easily achieved in a dinner or a lunch meet. At these meets, the customer is all yours. No office work to bother him, no nagging suppliers or seniors or juniors. Know the customer personally, understand him professionally, understand his psyche, build the bond of trust. Customer should feel the warmth and comfort in trusting you. Imbibe to him that you are working in mutual benefit and will not dump him in midway. Understand the customer behavior, his motivations, his ideologies, his fears. Once there is a bond of confidence, all the things will start falling in place. You will understand all the customer apprehensions about your products and services and can work towards removing them. This is climbing 2 steps further on the ladder to the top. So let's move to the next step, the step number 4, and we call it Persuade. In this 4th step, what we do is we compile the first 3 steps and keep on repeating them. If it takes 100 blows to break a stone, is it that the 100th blow broke the stone? No. Every blow was responsible to break the stone a bit. Similarly, keep on passing the pinpointers to your customer on how your organization is better, how your products or services are good. Emphasize the value that you're creating for the customer. And keep on repeating that. Also, it is very important that you use your discretion, that this should not look like you're blowing your own trumpet. In a very subtle way, you should pass on or drive home the point that you are the best. Work towards reducing the apprehensions and building the trust and the confidence. Once the apprehensions drop, what remains is confusion. This confusion is driven by competitors' information or his peers. And the answer to this as well is persuasion. Now imagine the Lenskart website following you everywhere, sending you emails, sending you SMSs, WhatsApps, following you on every search. You tend to keep on checking them at least twice a week, right? And then eventually one day you'll buy. This is exactly that. So this brings us to the last and the very important aspect of this technique. And I call it bad mouthing. So in the first 4 steps, I told you what to do. This is a step where I tell you what not to do. Bad mouthing is not the right strategy to counter competition. In fact, it will ruin all the hard work that you have already done. I suggest never in any case should you badmouth the competitors. There are ways of handling the competition and the issues arising out of it. There are more subtle ways of giving reference of your customers who were earlier with the competition and then they switch to you. Give them the comparison chart between your products and services and the competitors' products and services. Customers typically are very smart and they do their homework. Never ever try to fool the customers or you have lost them forever. So to sum this up, it is really very easy to have a very strong command on your customers' buying behavior. If you have spent real hard work in analyzing your customers and his preferences. Your passion for your business and the customer understanding are the most important and key factors to the success of sales and marketing. I'm sure that you are liking the content that I'm producing here. I'm sure that you have seen the earlier videos. So please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the new videos which I put in. If you are new to this channel and have not visited the earlier videos, the links are in description. Do visit them. Also please like and share so that people with similar interests can learn.